Yes, family, we're back at it. Have a little technical difficulties from the internet people. Now we're back on. Yes, family, just so we're moving. That's the vibes. You did. It's the vibes. Yes, family, we back on. We was locked off momentarily. Had some wrong internet in the neighborhood. You see the truck come in? Now we're back on. Yeah. Because it survives. As long as it's true, I'm fine. Get done though. Done though. So actually, where I left off, what I was talking about was the Creator being all in all, and using the Hebrew word ruach as a demonstration of the all in all. But the ruach, as I was shown, is breath, is wind, and we showed that the Creator is the all in all, is the wind. Because it survives. But you know what? Let's do this first. Let me do this fizzers. Alright, so check it, right? What we have tonight, going on tonight, is the great debate with Brother Cosmon Cal and another brother, I don't know his name, but let me put up the flyer. Bang! I can see that. That's what we're dealing with right there, fam. Battle of the Holy Books, Sword Session number 4. Topic: did the Egyptians write the Bible? Does the Bible predate Kemet? Practitioner, Cosmon Cal, Holy Book, Oahspe Bible. Practitioner, what's that? Jaron Smith, Jaron Smith, Holy Book, Bible, plus apocryphal text. Apocryphal text, yeah. Stumbling on the words. And then we have when today, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And this debate will be going down on Honor and Humility STL at YouTube channel. That's a YouTube channel you want to go to, Honor and Humility STL. So depending on where you at in the States, I'm East Coast. So for me, it's 9 o'clock. So I'll definitely be tuning in. Again, the topic, did the Egyptians write the Bible? Does the Bible predate Kemet? That's interesting. So make sure to tune in tonight to see this debate, and we're going to see what's going on with that. You dig? So that's going to be interesting. Shout out Malachi Maccabee in the building. It's going down tonight. You already know. You already know what's going down. You dig? Yes, man. That's one of the real reasons why I came on to promote the show. You know what I mean? Great debate is going dizzle. It's going dizzle. You dig? That's what's going on, yo. Did the Egyptians write the Bible? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does the Bible predate Kemet? So I guess someone is going to be defending that the Egyptians wrote the Bible. And I guess someone is going to be defending that the Egyptians did not write the Bible, because that'll have to be the counter react to that, the rebuttal. And on the next one, does the Bible predate Kemet? Someone would have to be defending that, while someone will have to be opposing that the Bible comes before Kemet. Those are the two opposing views that we're going to be dealing with tonight on Honor and Humility. So make sure to chime in, because it's going to be, like Kiva said, it's going to be epic. You dig? What you say, Stephanie? Not Elohim, nor Adonai. Peace, sister, and greetings. Blessed, my lord. Blessed, my sister. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one tonight. Yeah, so you know what I mean? We'll see who'll take the victory. We're still on ancient Egypt today. Tonight is on Egypt. The ancient Egyptians. But like I was talking earlier about the spirit and Jehovah or Yahuwah being synonymous, because spirit is ruach, it's air, everywhere present, wind. And then the Oahspe describes Jehovah as the essence is wind. Wind is spirit. Wind is air. Without oxygen, you can't exist. I mean, the spirit is the breath of life. Air is the breath of life. See that? Without the breath of life, you will die. If you put your hands over your nostrils and your mouth for as long as you can, you're going to pass out. You see what I'm saying? Air is the number one feeder. The inhale and the exhale. That's the ruach. That's the spirit being active, being animated in the individual, in the deity, in the angel, in the mortal. See how that works? The spirit is everywhere present. See that? This is the wind. This is the air. That's what we need to sustain our existence. So spirit is an abstract word. That's Western thinking, Western philosophy, Western ideology is abstract thinking. Abstract thinking is when you don't have to identify the word with natural senses. Eastern thinking is concrete thinking, meaning every word has to be demonstrated and expressed as an expression of nature, as an example. So if you say spirit, how do you demonstrate spirit? See that? The word spirit is an abstract word. It's not concrete in thought. What is concrete in thought is when you take the word spirit, which is a Western abstract word, and you translate it from its Eastern concrete origin, ruach, you'll see that the word means wind, breath. That is something tangible. That is something concrete that you could identify. That's what Eastern thinking is. Eastern thinking is you have to identify every word with something that you can cross compare it to. So ruach is spirit. Holy, that's another abstract word. Holy in Hebrew is what? To set apart. It means to set apart. So I'm going to set apart this over here so you can demonstrate it. That's Eastern thinking, concrete thinking. So when we say spirit, we mean air. The air is the life force. The creator is the life force. This air is responsible for creating everything in existence. This air is composed of gases. These gases could be rarefied, condensed, given a vortex through the all motion speaking. This vortex starts creation, as I was showing you with the galaxies, showing you that all the galaxies show you one universal principle, which is the spiral. And in the center of these galaxies, you see balls of light, fire, suns. So the Oahspe says, you know what I mean? The same rules apply to all of them, all planetary worlds, sun, moon, stars, and planets. So what you see in those vortices is the actual functioning of the creator, from going from stillness to motion, and then from motion having a vortex, the vortex gathering the gases, precipitating the gases to the center of the vortex, creating a ball of fire, a sun. And then if the sun proceeds to turn into a planet, Simu will rain down where it'll start the vegetation world. And then if it's inhabitable enough, animals and mortals will appear. And then it'll turn into the inhabitable age. That which once was a sun is now in an inhabitable world. See that? Oahspe shows you the stages of celestial bodies. So that when you look into the creation and you look at the moon and you look at the sun, those are two different celestial bodies in two different ages of their journey, of their season and their cycle. Just like we got spring, summer, fall, and winter. See that? The earth is in summer. The moon is in fall, winter. The sun is in spring. You see that? The 4 seasons is broken down in ages of a celestial body. The first age is the time of creation. The second age is the time of inhabitation. The third age is the time of barrenness. And the fourth age is the time of destruction and death. Or dissipation, I should say. Where the planet dissipates back into a nebula, a cloud dust, before the creator spins the vortice and starts creation again. So like I said, when you look into creation, you can see what celestial body, what age it's in. The moon is in the third age, because nothing can generate or grow on the moon. There's no water, there's no vegetation. It's a desolate celestial body. See that? So it's considered a dead planet. It's in this age of barrenness. It's like the fall. When fall comes, you can't plant nothing in the fall. The trees are barren. Nothing can grow in the fall. That's the age that the moon is in. That's the age that Mars is in. Bearing planets. But our planet is not bearing. Our planet is inhabitable. The sun is not bearing. The sun is not inhabitable. The sun is a gas. That's in the first stage of creation. Because the first stage of creation after the vortex, the first form of a celestial body is a globe of fire, a sun. That's the rule for all celestial bodies, whether sun, moon, stars, or planets. They are balls of fire. Remember that movie, Balls of Fire? They are balls of fire before they turn into anything else, if they further grow. It's like in order for you to get here, nigga, you was a sperm cell. All males were sperm cells. See that? The sperm cell is like the comet. The comet generates light. The comet is light, a ball of light. That's the seed, the cosmic seed, the cosmic simu. Yeah, family. Just going off the head spewing some of Jaja's creation. You know? Spewing Jaja's creation. Deshaun, what it do, family? Messiah. That's right, it's like Mars. Is it some vibes? Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. All right. Now, when you look at the Hebrew word ruach, see that? Ruach means breath, wind, not associated with the deity, because the wind is everywhere present. But spirit could be erroneously used as a deity. But the only way you could erroneously use spirit classifying it as a deity, if it's a deity, if it has shape and form, if it's a man. So if it's a spirit man, then it's not this. It's not wind. See? Spirit and angel are erroneously synonymously used together as well. But the correct term for for a God is an angel. An angel is a person. The Bible doesn't tell you these things. That's where the Oahspe comes in at. So wind, breath is ruach. More examples up here. Air. It says breathless. That's interesting. So these are just words showing you that the ruach is dealing with breathing, nostrils, or look. But look at that. Why I gotta associate anger? Why can't it be peace, love? See how the gods in the Bible gotta still associate anger somewhere with it? Anger. Look, quick-tempered. You know what I mean? What quick-tempered got to do with air? These niggas just adding on definitions. That's James Strong just making up shit. And then you got Jehovah. See that? It says Jehovah right here. So when they try to say Jehovah is a deity, they wrong. That's what they try to say, Jehovah Elohim. When they say Elohim, they make Jehovah into a deity. So let me go to the word deity right quick. When they say Jehovah Elohim, they say, look, angels. See that? Elohim is classified with angels. But when we looked up Ruach, ain't no angels over here. Ain't no angels nowhere. Wind, spirit, but spirit is wind. See that? We're not, when we say Ruach, when we say wind, we're not talking about a deity. We're talking about wind. That's why it's giving you context. It's talking about breath, air. See that? See that? Look right here. It says air. It says gas. When you go to Jehovah, there's only one. There's only one child word. The primary root word, hava, means to become. To become is not associated with a deity. To become. That's not a deity. That's not to say to become is not classified with a deity, and that's the primary root word for the creator. Huh? There is nothing else below. You see when the last word I went to and all them other definitions and all them other words they got for it? Look at this. For Harvard, they ain't got nothing. It just means to become. But then when you associate Elohim with Yahweh, you classify him as an angel now. See how that works? You shall associate no names with me. So when you say Yahweh Elohim, you saying to become God. You just deified the creator. Now you a false God. Because now you got people believing that Yahuwah is a God, an angel, a deity. And that's what most people believe. But I'm showing you, according to the definition and the etymology of the word, that God is associated with a deity, an angel, that to become is not associated with a deity or an angel. Nor is Ruach associated with the deity or an angel, but air and gas, to become air. Huh? Yahovah, Ruach, to become air, to become gas, to become spirit. You better off saying that than saying Yahuwah Elohim, because now you done made him an angel. You done made God an idol. You done deified God into an idol, something to look upon, to worship. If you're supposed to worship the creator, that means you're supposed to be what? In cahoots with the spirit, the air. That godlike. God or goddess. So that means you could be a male or female when associated with God. It's one or the other. Angels again. Angels again. See, they associate Elohim with angels. It's all over here. But notice they didn't associate angels with Ruach. Just air and gas and wind. My life is wind. My life is spirit. My life is gas. And that's right, because without air, nigga, you can't exist. Close your nostrils and your mouth for 10 minutes and see if you're still here on the planet. You will not be here. So air is your very life force in existence. Without air, nigga, you wouldn't even be here. See that? But notice Ruach is not associated with a deity. The same way Yahovah should not be associated with the deity, because he's to become. To become is an action. The action to become in the Oahspe is where it states right here, the all motion spake. Right here. To become is the all motion was his speech. See that? Speech, right here. Speech is the equivalent of to become. Because to become means you're expressing it into existence. You're bringing it to life. That's expression. Expression can be cross-related to speech. So in the Oahspe, the all motion spoke. See that? Motion. Air. When air is put in motion, it forms, let me show you, a vortex. Let me get it from the Oahspe though. Precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. See that? Man looked upward in prayers, desiring to know the manner of all created things, both on earth and in heaven. And Jehovah answered him, saying, the whirlwind made I as a sign to man of the manner of my created worlds. So right here, he's telling you the whirlwind. Remember when I tell you Hebrew thinking is concrete thinking, you have to identify. We could identify with a whirlwind. And he says, after the whirlwind is how his created worlds are. So when we right click and hit whirlwind, these are whirlwinds. See that? A vortex. That's what a whirlwind is, a vortex. Look at that. Look at that. These are vortices, what we know as hurricanes, tornadoes. But what did the Oahspe say? He said, the whirlwind made I as a sign to man after manner of my created worlds. See that same whirlwind right there? So he gave us an example, some context to identify his created world that we see in nature. So ain't shit spooky about this. Ain't nothing fairy tale. He gave you a physical example. Now I'm gonna go to galaxies right quick. And I told you that galaxies, look at that. They share the same pattern of vortices, of circular motion, just like this. See that? This is a side view of this. This is a top view of that. See that? Look at that shit right there. That shit like a goddamn UFO about to land on the highway. Huh? What they say Elijah got taken up in the whirlwind, nigga, that shit like about to descend down and get taken up in the craft. And you know, UFOs cloak themselves in clouds. They cloak themselves with clouds. So basically, Oahspe is showing you that the whirlwind, the vortex, is a manner of my creation. See that? And then he stays here. Then he's telling you how. By the power, it says, as though behold the power of the whirlwind, gathering up dust of the earth and driving it together. See, it's showing you the formation. So when the all motion starts, this is the process that it does. Huh? When Jehovah say the all motion was his speech, this was the process of how the speech is of how the motion is being expressed, as though behold the power of the whirlwind, gathering up dust of the earth and driving it together. Meaning this, as you behold the earth doing that, the vortex doing that. He says right here, even so do I bring together the Aja, the Jaya, and the nebula in the firmament of heaven. By the power of the whirlwind created I the corporeal sun, moon, and stars. By the power of this created this. This is the macrocosmos, and this is this is the micro example on Earth, and this is the cosmic example. The macro example. As above, so below as above. So that's why Jaja in the verse is giving you context. He's letting you know. The whirlwind made I as a sign to the man after the manner of my created worlds. And then he states, as though behold the power of the whirlwind gathering up dust of the earth, driving it together. So we see that example here. That example what we just read is that. So do I bring together in the Jaya, the Aja, the Jaya, and the nebula, in the firmament, referring to here now. The first example was talking about the earthly plane. Now it's talking about the cosmic plane. And it's telling you what? By the power of the whirlwind, created are the sun, moons, and stars. What do you see in the center of all these vortices? You see suns. And within these vortices are other smaller vortices, planets and moons. But the central light is the sun. That's why I say the flat earth concept really don't have no weight if you really look at the examples that are displayed, how cosmic worlds are created, understanding the vortex, being that the vortex precipitate things from the outside into the center, creating a ball of fire. And each one of these pictures show what in the center of a ball of fire. So the earth, the sun cannot be floating around a dome inside the earth when you have these examples showing you that the center of the vortex is a sun. And subjected to this vortex are the planets, moons. And we're going to read that too. So again, it states, behold, by the power of the whirlwind created I the corporeal sun, moons, and stars. And I commanded man to name the whirlwind in the Etherian firmament, These are the whirlwinds in the Etherian firmament. These are the whirlwinds on Earth. These are the whirlwinds in the Etherian firmament. Same thing. It just took it from a top view. This is, all right, so let's get a hurricane, because a hurricane is going to show you the top view, and it's going to show you the same thing that you see in the cosmos. Now, this is a hurricane from the top view. See that? This is a hurricane from the top view. This is the same system from the side view. This is the same system from the top view, and this is the same system in the cosmos from the top. One universal system, like the Oahspe states. One universal system. See that? Ain't no, it's so consistent. You know what I mean? If Jehovah say planets are global, I'm rocking with Jehovah. Because the consistency is too much. To sit here and act like you could counter this and you can't show us in creation no other worlds with central sun, where the sun in a dome float. You can't show me flat planets in creation like this floating around with a sun subjected to the planet inside of a dome. You can't show me that. These are telescope pictures showing you how these worlds are all same in creation. And exactly what the Oahspe is saying. That's why the Oahspe has merit, because it is being backed by what creation shows. And to solidify that, in the book of Cosmogony and Prophecy, in the book of Cosmogony and Prophecy, chapter 1, verse 1, it solidifies it. The same principles apply to all stars, suns, planets, and moons. This is the universal principle right here. That right there. When it states the same rules apply to them right here, the same principles apply to all, that right there. You see where it say all? You see what Jehovah say the all motion was a speech? You see the evidence of the all right here in creation? One universal system. How can you rebuttal this with a flat earth and a sun being subjected, rotating in a dome when we have all this evidence and the Oahspe is backing it? And these are the words of the Creator. And the Creator is showing and displaying his creation before us. I'm rocking with the Creator. Y'all can rock with whatever you want to rock with, the flat earth and the edges and the dome. Y'all can rock. I ain't mad at you. I'll let you live with that. I ain't tripping. But I'm rocking with this. I'm rocking with what the Creator is demonstrating before my eyes. And with the Oahspe is coinciding with what creation shows. See what I'm saying? The all motion was a speech. The whirlwind was the whirlwind is a manner of the sign of his creation. Now let's get back to that. So I'm just showing you, without a shadow of a doubt, the Creator's motion, the Creator's voice, the Creator's speech is what you see here in action. This is the Creator's words in action. The vortices, the vortex, the hurricanes, the whirlwind. That's the Creator talking to niggas right there. Like, what up, son? That's what up, son, right there. You know what I mean? That's the Creator saying, what up, my nigga? And the vortex and the hurricane starts up. Huh? When the all speech, when the Creator say, yo, the all motion was a speech, when the Creator starts speaking, this start happening. That start happening. That start happening. Huh? Let's back it with text. Let's back it with scripture. What verse 4 states? By the power of what? By the power of rotation. What do you see here? Rotation. What do you see here? Rotation. What do you see here? Rotation. What did Jaja say? By the power of rotation. Swift driving forth in the extreme parts. Right here. It says what? Swift driving forth in the extreme parts. What are the extreme parts? These are the extreme parts up here. These are the extreme parts. The outer band of the vortex is the extreme parts of the vortex. These are the extreme parts out here. The outer realm of the vortex. What does it state? By the power of rotation, swift driving forth from the extreme parts, condense I the atmospheric worlds that float in the firmament. And these become my corporeal worlds. In the midst of the vortices made I them. That's the catcher right there. In the midst of the vortices made I them. What do you see here? in the midst of the vortices. What is in the midst of the vortices? The central sun, the life force, the supply to supply all of the other celestial bodies, like the suns, like the planets and moons existing and subjected to that central sun. Say what? In the midst of the vortices made I them. That's the midst of the vortices. There's an example of the midst where the eye is at. That's the midst of the vortices. In the hurricane, well, this is the side view, but the midst of the vortices is the center. As shown above, this is the midst of the vortices in creation. It's the same process. And then look what it states here. By the power of the vortice, I turn them. See that? What did he say? By the power of the vortice, he what? I turn them on their axis. See that? Turning them on their axis. See that? Turning them on their axis. They're in motion. They're not just standing there. Once that vortice starts turning, the vortice is in motion and the whole motion is in shift. So those vortices, they're not just stationary right there. They're in motion too. Everything is in, just like that hurricane. When the hurricane comes, that hurricane just don't sit there, do it. It's in motion. That shit coming from the coast of Africa, coming to the Caribbean and the coast of America to wipe some shit out. So the hurricane is in motion. So the same way the hurricane is in motion, the same way these vortices are in motion. See how the creator is? What did the creator say? The same principles apply to all. What is the all? The all motion was a speech. What is the power of the all motion speech? The vortex. The power of rotation. That's it. The power of rotation. This is the power of rotation. This is the power of rotation. This is the power of rotation. What did Jaja say? When the all motion spake, what happens? The power of rotation. The same principles apply to all. They go the same principle. They go the same principle. They go the same principle. See that? That's why we don't play. This is creator we dealing with. You notice we ain't talked about no deity this whole time. You notice we ain't talk about no Elohim and no angels or no man, no idols standing on some throne or standing in the sky. Talking about he creating in 7 days. See that? We ain't even get to a time period yet. We just talking about the manufacture of creation, dealing with the all motion. So read that verse 4 again. By the power of rotation, swift driving forth in the extreme parts, condense I the atmospherian worlds that float in the firmament, and these become my corporeal worlds. In the midst of the vortices made I them, and by the power of the vortices I turn them on their axis, and they are carried in the orbit I alluded to them. Now, run the stage right here. I turn them, because everybody want to talk about shit stationary. I turn them on their axis and carry them to the orbit alluded to them. Now let me show you. I'm gonna put in hurricanes. Hurricane route. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, huh? Let me use this one for an example. Look at that. Like I told you, hurricanes don't sit there. Y'all think the Earth's stationary when Jehovah's showing you all these signs of motion? So look at this. That route you see right there, that's the route of the hurricane. Now the route of the hurricane, you would think is stationary. When you look at these things, when you look at that, you think that's stationary. You think those systems are not moving. But these systems are the same systems as these. That hurricane is moving. It has a route. That's the route of the hurricane. What did Jaja say right here? What did Jaja say right here? I turn them on their axis and what? Carry them in the orbits I alluded to them. So this is the course of the hurricane. That's the orbit on the planetary level, showing you that the course of this hurricane moving in this manner is the same way that these celestial bodies move in a similar manner. They're in motion, and their motion is moving with other greater vortices that are even greater than those. So the Oahspe is showing you that by the power of rotation is how things are created. And look at this, verse 5. Round about some of my corporeal worlds have I given nebula belts, and rings, that man may comprehend the rotation of my vortexian worlds. See that? We're dealing with rotation again. It's rotation of the all motion that creates these things right here. That's what's created when the vortex is put in motion. Look what it states. For each and every corporeal world, the corporeal world is an earth, created I a vortex first. See that? A vortex first. What is a vortex? This is the vortex. This is the vortex. This is the vortex. So these things, these vortices got to be created first before you can even have a planet. See that? See how the vortex surrounds the central sun? The sun is in the center. There would be no sun if it wasn't for these whirling vortices that's responsible for bringing the gases to the center of the sun. Or the center of the vortex to make a sun. So again, it states what? For each and every corporeal world created I a vortex first. By its rotation, again, there was the word rotation, showing you that the all motion is rotation when he expressed it. And by the place in the firmament, whether it travels, cause I the vortex to conceive what? The corporeal world. They say what? Cause I the vortex, these are the vortices, to what? Conceive the corporeal world. The vortex conceived the light in the center, the central sun. And the same rules apply with the planet. The vortex produced the planet. This is the work, this is the function of the all motion in creation, showing you how it creates. And it states, look here, a great vortex created I for the sun. What do you have here? Wait a second. Right there. What are in the center of those vortices? Suns. And what did the verse just state? What did it say? A great vortex created I for the sun. And there go the example. There go the great vortex, them great nebula belts surrounding the central sun. And then it says, a great vortex created I for the sun. And within this vortex, see that meaning within, everything within. He said, within this vortex, what? And subjected to it, made I the vortices of many what? Corporeal worlds. Our planet is a corporeal world. So within these vortices are corporeal worlds rotating around the central sun. See that? The sun's vortex I cause to rotate. See that? The sun's vortex I cause to rotate. See that? This shit is in rotation. This shit is in rotation. These things are in rotation. As above, so below, as above. It's a universal system, right? The same principles apply to all. The sun's vortex I cause to rotate, and I give it what? Power to carry other vortices within it. It says I give it power to carry other vortices within it. Vortices within vortices. So within these circles are other smaller vortices subjected to it. Like you got the sun and the planets that are subjected to the sun's solar system. According to their density and position are they thus carried forth and around about the sun. See that? So the planets are subjected to the sun. It's not the other way around. Just like these pictures right here of the galaxies. See that? The central sun is in control. Everything is revolving around the central sun. It's not the other way around. It's not the earth in the center and the sun is revolving around the earth. In the center of these galaxies are suns. Balls of light. And subjected to these balls of light are corporeal worlds. See that? It's one universal system with the Oahspe. Jaja so sweet with it. Think not, O man, that the sky is think not, O man, that I created the sky a barren waste or void of use. Even as man in the corporeal form is adapted to the corporeal earth, so is he in the spiritual form adapted to my etherian worlds. 3 great estates have I bestowed on man: the corporeal, the earth, and the atmosphere. Now notice it states that notice it stated 3 great estates I bestowed on man: the corporeal, which is the earth plane, the atmospherian, which is the atmosphere belonging to the planet, and the etheric, which exists outside of the earth and its atmosphere. Now, notice the Israelites got you believing only in one estate, which is the corporeal estate, because they got you believing that the kingdom of Jaja is going to come on the earth and they're going to remain on earth. So they're dealing with what? One estate. What did Jaja say? How many estates he had for you? 3. 3 great estates. Huh? Bestow on man. I bestow on man the corporeal, the earth plane, the atmospherian, the lower heavens, and the etherians, the highest emancipated heavens. But all you know about is the earth. Israel, you don't even believe you're going to heaven. You just believe you're going to remain on earth, in the kingdom on earth. You don't even see yourself in the atmospheric and the etheric. And that's due to the false gods. They got you bound. But right here, I'm showing you the power of the creator, the all motion was his speech. And I'm just demonstrating to you when the all motion speak how things come into existence. Now, that's a big difference from your biblical story when the nigga standing in space talking about he created earth in 7 days and, he created the sun on the 4th and 5th day and all that crazy shit. So we just showed you a primary example of how the Oahspe demonstrates the force and power of the creator being the all motion. You dig? It survives. Run the rhythm. Run the blood clot rhythm. Yes, family. It survives. You don't know how to fast, my brother. That's right, Shibu. Look at all the worlds. It's undeniable. Who could deny that? You know what I mean? Tell the flat earthers to show you numerous of worlds and galaxies that are domed with sun in it. You don't have no explanations in creation to show you a flat earth with a dome in it and a sun subjected to the dome. Or in creation. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't even exist in creation. The creator just showed us how the essence of creation goes about. It's about. Cosmo, big up yourself, large up yourself. You know what I mean? Getting in the ring tonight, boxing match at Guam tonight, big things at Guam tonight, yeah. You know what I mean? This is like the pre-host. You know what I mean? The pre-party startup. It's like the pre-party. It's a vibes. Yo, Shannon, man, big up for the shirt, man. Peace and blessings for that. And that's love right there, man. I respect that, man. Like I said, I'm gonna wear the hell out of that shit when I get it. I may wear that shit on every single live after that. You know why? Because it's the vibes. Look at the person's hair pattern from their central of the crown. You'll see the vortex. Yup, that's right. Even your crown is formed as a vortex. You can't escape the vortex. That's right. Beautiful job creation. You done no brother. Definitely good stuff. Alright. Did I forget it right? Run the rhythm. Yes, and another thing, the queen passed away. She's only made a transition. So now she's getting a glimpse of the spirit world, what spirit life is like. And most people like that, with that type of bondage on earth, more likely the spirit is going to linger in the palace for some time. You know what I mean? The Oahspe say the spirits linger in old castles. You know? Yeah. We vibing out. We just vibing. You know what I mean? ready for the debate tonight. Throw the flyer back up. You know how we do. You know how we do. Boom. That's where we at with the fam. You know what I mean? That's what's going down tonight. Be there tonight. Be in the building. It's going to be blows left and right, uppercuts, jabs, knockouts, get back ups. What can the outcome be? Tune in. It's going to be a flaming fiery vortex tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard, and 6 p.m. Pacific. Battle of the Holy Book, Sword Session number 4. Topic: did the Egyptians write the Bible? Uh-oh. Did the Egyptians write the Tanakh? Did the Egyptians write the Torah? Could it be? Does the Bible predate Egypt? Uh-oh. Do they find manuscripts that predate the Egyptian papyrus? The pyramid texts? Could it be? Uh-oh. Practitioner Cal P. On your left. Holy Bible. What? Oahspe Bible. Holy Book. Oahspe Bible. I'm fucking up his shit. On your right. Practitioner. Geran. I hope you don't ran like everybody be running on the first run. Don't run. Don't ran, Geran. Smith, Holy Book, Bible, plus apocryphal text. So I guess he's going to be pulling out some apocryphal texts. Ezra 1 and 2 apocryphal texts. The Maccabees and things of that nature. So we going to see, does the Bible predate Kemet? Did the Egyptians write the Bible? And the Israelites stole it from the Egyptians? Could that be the case? Huh? What's really going on here? Tune in tonight. And we're going to see who's going to carry the victory. Because it's a blood clot vibes. Boom. Make sure to be there or be square. Debate is gonna be Google. It's gonna be a great debate. Yeah, that's an interesting topic. Interesting topic. Did the Bible predate Kemet? Whoever took that one, that's a burden to carry right there. If I tell you, if Selah Shalom tell you that the Bible predate Kemet, I gotta pull out some strings off the motherfucking ass for that one. So we gonna see, because we dealing with primary sources. But see, the beautiful thing about this debate is based off text. So the shit ain't even gotta be historically accurate, technically, because we dealing with the scriptures. You know that the biblical timeline is off. We just dealing with what as it is written. Okay? Noah held up and said, look, I got a Bible. We just said, okay, well, the Bible do predate Egypt because Noah's holding up a holy book saying, like, I got a Bible. But we got to show that in the text. If the Egyptians wrote the Bible, we got to show that in the text. If the Bible predates Egypt, we got to show that in the text. Bible means scrolls. That's what the Bible is. It's scrolls. And scrolls can be many. When you wrote the Torah, those were written on stones, according to the text. It's a vibes. We just vibing out, family. This is the pre-party show. Debate. We getting it in. Pre-debate. Pre-debate party. Uh-oh, we got some jabs being thrown out there. We got some jabs being thrown out there. The Bible do not predate Egypt. That's common sense. Or it should be known. Well, you may be right. But for some people, not everybody's sense is common. Or their knowledge. So we'll have to see how that transpires. The Oahspe is undefeated. This is, as Big Bra Malachi say, easy work. Yeah, easy work. Easy gymnastics. See how the Oahspe describes the creator? It describes the creator as the all motion. And once the all motion is in motion, the motion that is in a rotary, a vortex, a circle. And then the process of creation making starts from there. See, all this gotta go on before you can even be on the planet. The planet gotta be suitable for mortals to even exist. So the planet gotta be created. Prior to the planet being created, the sun gotta be created. So the solar system had to be made. Then the planet had to be made, then come your ass on the planet. Then come mortals. And then when mortals are born on or created on the planet, then comes the process of producing angels. Every human being is an angel when born. When you shed this physical body, you're going to be an angel. An angel is a man and a woman. Same as you are now. Don't let the word angel fool you. Thinking it's a baby with wings. To say angel is to say man. To say human, or to say mortal. See that? It's the same thing. Immortal is an angel. An immortal being is a deity. An angel is a deity. An angel is an ancestor. See that? If I say ancestor, it's like saying angel, because an ancestor is what a person. It's the person who was born in a physical body. They shed this physical body and they move as an angelical being. Meaning that they exist just like how they existed now, but outside of visible light. Because the spirit body or the angelic body is invisible to the naked eye. So when you shed it, a nigga die, a person dies. When they come out their body, they in the invisible. We can't see. But the individual, the invisible who just died can see. You looking around like, the hell? He's seeing vaguely the earth. Look back and see his body laying on the ground. Some niggas blow, man. People who don't believe in spirituality. Oh, man, you know. I'd rather know than not to goddamn know. I say that. I'd rather have a goddamn guide in the navigation than just be totally lost and just wipe it off as hocus pocus when you can't replace something better. Huh? It's a vibes. Yes, family, make sure to get your bidders, yes. Yes, bronze. Yes, my brother. Promote the bidders, yes. Is it survives? That's what we show, like, you know what I mean? We showing you creator. We showing you how creator get down. We ain't came across a deity yet. In order for you to have a God, you gotta be an angel. An angel is a title bestowed. God is a title bestowed on an angel. God is a title bestowed on the deity. Deity was a one-time human being. If he was a one-time human being, he had to be sustained on a terrestrial plane, a planet. So once a planet reaches the stage that it can produce life, terrestrial human beings, now you have potential angels from this planet. See that? The purpose of a planet is to sustain life, human life. And that human life brings about angelical beings. And the birth of these angelical beings is the harvest when you graduate off the planet into the ethereal worlds. That's the purpose of Jah Jah creating worlds, to create terrestrials and then angelical beings. And then these angelical beings, when they graduate from home, it's like a bird in the nest. He goes traveling out into the creation. When we graduate during the harvest time into the ethereal realms, what we do, we left this nest of earth Now we're going out to the creation, traveling and exploring creation. See that? The Orion belt that you're looking at, nigga, we going there. Don't get it twisted. Huh? Don't get it twisted. The same way a bird is in the nest, they never left the nest yet. That's like the earth. The bird, the chicken, or the bird that's still a baby that ain't learned to leave the nest yet because they don't know how to fly yet. That's the earth. That's us in the earth. Not knowing that there's a whole jungle, a whole forest to explore once we come out the fact that it's more to life than this nest, what we know as the earth. Some niggas are stuck in the nest. You know what I mean? You got Israelites, their whole existence is the nest. They're gonna die in the nest. They try to fly out the nest, they're gonna fall and die. Because they wasn't trained and understand that, nigga, you're not here to stay in this nest. You're here to graduate and spread your wings and go fly and explore the forest and create other nests and make other ones to explore and keep the lineage going. So the purpose of a planet is to bring terrestrial human life, to create potential angels, to graduate off this nest and explore creation. This is what the Oahspe about. This is what creating about. This is what Creator Gang is about. It's a vibes. You dig? Niggas scared to leave that nest, yo. Let me show you what the Hebrew is like. Watch this. Watch this example I'm about to give these niggas. Watch this right here, right? Hit some blood clot vibes. Watch this in the blood clot. See? Watch this now, watch. Now, this is an example of those bound on earth thinking that the earthly kingdom is going to be the everlasting kingdom in comparison to Jehovah having you understand that you're not going to be remaining on the earth, but being born off this earth, graduating out this nest as a bird and flying and soaring and creating other worlds and nests. So, watch this. Because it's a vibes. So now, right? Now, for the Israelites who don't understand spiritual progression, they are like these. Oh, man, I'll be tripping. So for Israelites who think they're going to remain on the earth, they're compared to these birds right here. The earth is the nest. And these Israelites believe that the kingdom of God is coming to this nest, and they're going to remain in this nest forever. Now, nature shows us that this nest is here momentarily to bring forth seed, to bring forth the person, the human. The purpose of the nest, the purpose of earth is to bring forth life. So there you are, born on earth in your nest, huh? But you've been taught by your God that this nest is the all highest. You've been taught by your God that this nest is where New Jerusalem is going to come down and settle. But Jaja shows us that this nest, this earth is only here momentarily to bear souls of life, to graduate and fly out the nest, to go establish other world, other nests, and keep the lineage going. So these are Israelites stuck in the nest. They don't know where to go. That's them crying out. See that? That's right. That's them preaching on the corner. They in the nest. They stuck. They can't go no higher than the nest. But those who get it, who understand that the nest is only there momentarily and they graduate, this is what we doing. We soaring through the fly. We soaring through the cosmos. We soaring through the skies. We the eagle. We out of here. While these niggas are still doing this is what we doing. We rocking out. See that? We taking flight. We left the nest. We exploring creation. We seeing new things. And then when he get ready to settle, what he do? He creates the nest. And the process starts again. They create the nest. The nest is the earth. They bringing forth life. And this life is not to stagnate and stay on the earth and be like these guys quacking. Thinking they're telling you the highest. They're preaching you right. Them birds like, yo, this is the all highest right here, son. This earth, this nest that we in is the all highest. That's right. And we over here soaring through the cosmos like, what you talking about? Nigga, we been left the nest. You niggas are still in the nest. We been left the nest. We been left the nest and what? We made our own nest. But creating your own nest, you can have some in that nest that can start acting like these guys and subject themselves in the nest and be just like those guys in the nest and forget to soar and leave the nest. So this is just an example in nature to show that you don't remain stagnant. Everything is momentarily for you to, you get yourself together. That's the get yourself together phase. You quack it out, yeah, but then you leave the nest. You start looking, you start doing this. That's what you start, even before you fly out the nest, you start doing that shit. You start investigating the earth. You came out your hole. You came out your fallen, sunken place. Now you came out. Now you seeing objectively now. Now you looking around like, damn, nigga, it's more to explore than this. Than this little earth. I thought that was the all highest. Then you spread your wings and do this. And realize like, damn, bro, look at me over here soaring now. What was I thinking? I'm up high in the heavens now. I didn't know all this existed because I was stuck here believing that this was the all highest. Niggas thinking that this is the all highest. Huh? But I'm just showing you that as an example, just to show you that that's how the Israelites and religious people think. They think that the heavens is going to be on earth and you ain't going nowhere. And you're going to be sitting around the kingdom saying, holy, holy, holy all day. While you got cosmic creation to explore, endless creation. While you're going to be nested on a goddamn bird's nest. Exactly, Elijah. True onward, upward. What you say, Angelica? Perpetual progression. You dig? Ain't no stagnating, family. We steady moving. Steady moving forward. As we get closer to the hour, everybody need to go ahead and get ready for tonight. It's going down. I just want to come on and drop a couple of gems for the family. I'm about to get up out of here. I got a couple other things to do. Some tea to brew. Gotta move around and shuffle. And I'm going to join in the chat tonight. You're going to see me on Honor and Humility in the chat, talking my talk, doing what we do. Let me go ahead and show the flyer one more tizzle before we nizzle. For shizzle. My nizzle. So one more time. There we have it. It's going down to nizzle tonight. It's going down. Give me the full screen. Y'all see it. Wait a second. Let me move my banner for a second so you can see the whole thing. There we go. Battle of the Holy Books, Sword Session number 4. Topic: did the Egyptians write the Bible? Does the Bible predate Kemet? Practitioner Cal P, Holy Book, Oahspe Bible. Practitioner Jaron Smith, Holy Book, Bible plus Apocryphal Text. When? 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Where Honor and Humility STL. That's the YouTube channel you want to go to watch this debate. Honor and Humility STL. That's just how we're moving, family. You dig? Just how we're moving. And then let me just one more time for the people there.
Bittersweet Herbals, where the taste is bitter, but the results are sweet. Bittersweetherbals.com.
Yes, family, make sure to get your bitters, yes. And with that, we up and out of here, family. We out of here. We pushing out into the cosmos. That's where we headed. We out the nest. See that? We out the nest. We up into the cosmos exploring Jaja's creation. My niggas is gonna be left back in the nest. Thinking they in the Oahspe places. That are exploring the boundless realms of creation, and which is our inheritance from our Creator. All praise to the Creator. With that, Selah Shalom, I'm out of here. It survives.